God. Let's debunk the shit out of this one. Sorry, I may shock some of you, but God, to me, is just a human concept before anything else. It's a mere attempt to control, to apprehend such an immense, such an absolute idea. And this concept has been completely anthropomorphized. They say God made humankind at his image. This very sentence states the opposite, actually. God is made at humans' image. There is a gender. It's his, so obviously it's a guy. There's also the notion of intention, of willingness. Since it's a he, we all get the representation of a bearded old man in the clouds. And if we look at least the Bible, we can find some character traits. But all these traits refer to an ego. And God is actually egoless. God is all and nothingness. It's absolute. God is creation. God is energy. God is life itself. And life is what drives us all. Hence, God is in each and every one of us. They also say God speaks in mysterious ways. Yeah, the real true message is wordless. It rests in absolute silence, beyond the mind, and its invasive thoughts. It's almost impossible to talk about God without talking about the devil. What is the devil? Just taken backwards, it's lived. The devil is the representation of evil, life, backwards. God is inside each and every one of us. Well, so is the devil. It has many names. Let's talk about Lucifer, which is the one who brings light. If we think about this, our mind can point out things. But this mind cannot be considered as pure light. It's filtered with our preconceptions, our beliefs. So if you follow me, if God can refer to our conscience, this individualized portion of the universal consciousness, well, then the devil is represented by our minds. Without the mind, Adam and Eve would have never realized that they were naked, and they would have never started to feel shame and just think about their condition. This is when they were casted away from heaven. What is the purpose of the mind? To analyze, to control, to categorize, to devise, and eventually to manipulate and to seduce. All traits that are associated with the devil. Yet again, this concept has been personified. But this devil is also a fallen angel, archangel even. And the archangels are supposed to be God's celestial soldiers, so they're supposed to follow orders. Who is really in charge then? Technically, it is supposed to be the divine part in each and every one of us. So, our minds, they're nothing but a symbiotic tool that we have. that needs to be put back in its righteous place. Human minds have been in charge and have been making hell on earth for too long. It is time to put an end to it. But it starts by forgiving and reunifying ourselves. All our sufferance comes from our minds, and this mind is disconnected from our divine part. That's the part that has been cast away from heaven and that has been dragging along humanity into hell. God, devil, good versus evil. They're nothing but a huge egregore that humanity have been feeding for eons. It made us reduce ourselves to simple peons in a cosmic board game that we forgot everything about. Now we know, so let's fully embrace the divine part that is inside us, and let's hug our inner devil. Let's unbanish it. Let's forgive it. Let's make it our ally, a wonderful companion to live and create alongside with. Let's cross over beyond this duality of good versus evil. Let's turn the world upside down back into its original state. Let's turn the word evil into life again.